Hi, this is Maria from Crochet A to Z, and welcome to the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please push that subscribe button. If you have, thank you. Thank you all for being here. And please also push the like button because it does help with the algorithms so this gets out there to everyone. So today I want to wish you all happy Monday. Hope everyone's doing great. So, and I also hope you had a nice weekend. I want to mention that as well. So today I want to show you this real great stitch. It's easy, it's lacy, it's really pretty. You can make afghans, baby blankets, you can make scarves, you can make shawls with this. Probably you can make grocery bags with this or regular bags with this. It's really pretty and it's really, really easy. I wanted to make it in a plain stitch so you could see what it looks like, and I also wanted to make it in a not variegated, but a stitch that showed different colors. I chose 3 different colors. This is a Lion Brand yarn, so is this. This is Lion Brand, and the name of it is Feels Like Buddha. And it's a really nice yarn from Lion Brand. I got it in these little small packlet. I believe there was 8 in them. I really like these. They're great if you need extra yarn and you want to make something that requires all different colors. These are great to buy, and I always get them on sale on the Lion Brand website. So I just want to make that and let you know that's what that's about. So, and these colors are, this darker gray is charcoal, and the lighter gray is a pale gray, and the other color, this bluish, is a dusty blue, and all by the same maker of yarns. So I wanted to also show you that it came in this little pack, and I'm going to pull out so you can see it. And there's 4.9 ounces in the pack. So there's 3 here, and there's 3 there, so that's 6. So there's 7 in a pack. So that's the story on this yarn. So why don't we get started, and I want to show you really how easy this pattern is, this stitch is. And what this entails is V stitches and the iris stitch, which is this stitch here. I'm going to come close so you can see it. So this is your V stitch right here, and right next to it is the iris stitch. So I'm going to show you just how easy that is to make. So this is called the Lacy Iris Stitch, V stitch, actually, the Lacy Iris V stitch. So what we're going to do is make a slip knot. I want to mention that you're going to do multiples of 8. So it's 8 plus 8 plus 8 until you get to your desired width, and then you add 2 at the end. So I'm going to do 3 multiples of 8. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'm going to do one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'm going to add my 2. 1, 2. These are my chains. They're V's. That's my working chain. And at the very end is my slip knot. Please excuse the dye on my finger. I was doing my hair and I got dye on my finger, and I guess it's going to take a while for it to dissipate. So once we made all our chains, in the 6th chain from the hook, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In the 6th chain from the hook, we're going to do a V stitch. Now this V stitch is a little different than a normal V stitch, because a V stitch would entail a double crochet, a chain 1, and a double crochet. This V stitch is going to entail a double crochet, 2 chain 1, chain 2, and then another double crochet in that very same stitch to make your V stitch. I want to mention that this here is your chain 3 and your double crochet and a chain 3 is what I meant to say. So now once you do that, and I'm going to just pull on this yarn a little bit. Once you do that, you're going to skip 1, 2, 3 chains. And in the 4th chain, you're going to make your iris stitch. So you're going to do a double crochet. You're going to go in there again and make another double crochet. You're going to chain 1 and make 2 more double crochets right in that same stitch. And that's what it looks like. So now you're going to skip 1, 2, 3 stitches, and in that 4th stitch, you're going to make your V stitch, which will entail your double crochet, your chain 1, chain 2, it's a little variation, and another double crochet. And that's what it looks like. And we're working on this here right now. So then what we're going to do is we're going to skip 1, 2, 3, and in that 4th one, we're going to make our iris stitch. So you're going to do a double crochet, another double crochet, you're going to chain 1, and then you're going to do 2 more double crochets. Now I want to mention that, and I go slow so you can follow me, this is for beginners and advanced to advanced and everyone in between. When you do your V stitch, you chain 2, a little different from the normal V stitch. When you do your iris stitch, you chain 1, and you always do skip 3 chains between each of these stitches. So now you're going to skip 1, 2, 3, and in that 4th one, you're going to make your V stitch. You're going to chain 1, you're going to chain 2, and you're going to make another double crochet right in that same stitch. Once you do that, we're going to get to the end. We're going to skip 1, 2, 3, and in that final chain, we're going to make 1 double crochet. And this is what it looks like, and let me show you. That's what it looks like. And it is a real pretty stitch, and this is when it's solid, and this you can change colors, so I wanted to mention that. So now after we do that, we're going to change, I want to mention, if you were going to change colors, this is where you would do it. If you're not going to change colors, you would bring your color in and start your next row. If you're not going to change colors and you're going to continue with the same stitch, with the same color, you're going to chain 1. You're going to turn your work around, and now this is where, this is a 2-row repeat. So every other row. So now that you made your your V stitch, now you're going to make your iris stitch in that V-stitch. This is going to be very easy for you to remember. So once you do that, you're going to do a double crochet, a double crochet, a chain 1, and a double crochet, and a double crochet in that same spot. So below your V-stitch, you're making an iris stitch above it. So now in the next stitch, which is your iris stitch, your iris, I should say I-R-I-S, I'm sorry, the way I pronounce it, you're going to go in here and you're going to make a V-stitch. You're going to do a double crochet. You're going to chain 1, chain 2, not like your normal V-stitch. You're going to go right back in there and make another double crochet. So that's your V-stitch. In the next V-stitch from below, you're going to make your iris stitch. So you're going to do a double crochet, a double crochet, a chain 1, and we're going to make another double crochet and another double crochet in the same space. I go slow. You can write it down. You can follow along. You can do whatever you want. I like to do that because I'm visual. A lot of crocheters are visual. So when they learn, so this is why I do this. Now, in that next iris stitch from below, you're going to make a V-stitch above it. So you're going to do a double crochet, a chain 2, and a double crochet. And this is all this is. That's your row 1 repeat, row 1, row 2, row 1, row 2, over and over again until you get and you finish your project. So now you're going to know that you did a V-stitch here, so we're going to know that we're doing the opposite on this one. We're going to do this stitch here. So we're going to do a double crochet, another double crochet, a chain 1, another double crochet right in that same stitch, another double crochet right in that same stitch, and now in this stitch here in this chain, we're going to do a double crochet. We're going to end with a double crochet. We're going to chain 1. We're going to turn our work around. We're going to make a double crochet where we chained 1. And that's going to give a lot of stability to this end, the end. So now, there's your iris stitch. So in there, you're going to know that you're going to go and you're going to put a V-stitch. Chain 1, chain 2, and another double crochet. In the next stitch. So now let's make our iris stitch. So we're going to go in the V-stitch from below and we're going to make 2 double crochets. We're going to chain 1 and make 2 more double crochets in that same stitch. Now this is a 2-row repeat, so this is row 1 of your 2-row repeat. So now we're going to make a V-stitch. Chain 1, chain 2 after you make your double crochet, and make another double crochet right in that same stitch or spot. Now, iris stitch, double crochet, chain 1, chain 2, or should I say chain 1, not chain 2, and make another double crochet and another double crochet. In the next stitch from below, right in here, we're going to make a V-stitch. We're going to chain double crochet, chain 1, chain 2, and another double crochet right in that stitch. Now we're going to go into this last stitch and we're going to make a double crochet. So let me reiterate, when you make your V-stitch, it's not like a usual V-stitch. Because we have to put so much into it, we have to chain 2 in the middle. So I want to explain why we're not doing the basic one, which is the double crochet, the chain 1, and the double crochet. Because we have to put this stitch in there in the next round, we want to make sure it fits in there and that it doesn't pucker up or do anything weird. So you would do a double crochet, you chain 2, and then do another double crochet. In your iris stitch, you're going to do 2 double crochets, chain 1, because you're only going to make a V-stitch above this, and 2 double crochets. So that's why we did that across. Once we make a double crochet, we're going to chain 1. It counts as nothing. We're going to go where we made that chain 1, and we're going to make a double crochet. Now I want to say that this is row 2 of your 2-row repeat. So in row 1, you start and you end with a V-stitch. Row 2, you start and you end with an iris stitch. So in here, you're going to make your 2 double crochets. So I think that's the best way to let you know what row you're on, is to know that when you start with the V-stitch, you're row 1 of your 2-row repeat. When you start with an iris stitch, you're row 2 of your 2-row repeat. It's row 1, row 2. I like to always explain this so that it's easy for you to remember. Once you learn it, you will know it. This is great stitch for beginners to advanced. Now right in here, we're going to do our V-stitch right here. Double crochet, chain 1, chain 2, double crochet. Move on, 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 more double crochets. And this is our iris stitch. Next stitch, our V-stitch. Double crochet, chain 1, chain 2, double crochet. In this last stitch, so I want you to see, you're going to do your iris stitch. Double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, double crochet. In the very last stitch at the very end, you're going to do a double crochet. And this is, you finished row 2 of your 2-row repeat. Again, when you first, row 1 starts with the V-stitch, ends with the V-stitch. Row 2 starts with an Irish stitch with the 4 double crochets and the chain 1 in the middle, and ends the same way. The end of your crochet and the beginning of your crochet always starts with a double crochet. You finish at the end. You always chain 1 and turn your work around, and in this very stitch you will start with a double crochet, and then what happens is you begin row 1 again with a double crochet, a chain 1 and a chain 2, and a double crochet. So you always know that you're on row 1 of your 2-row repeat when you start with the V-stitch. So this is the Lacy Iris V Stitch, and it's a beautiful stitch. I wanted to do it in a couple of different colors. Here it is in the yellow and a brown color here, and then these are the multiple colors of that stitch. So I wanted to show it to you in a couple of different colors, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial of the Iris V Stitch, and it's the Lacy Iris V Stitch because it is very lacy. It's not textured. It's the same on both sides. So this is Maria from Crochet A to Z. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial of this stitch, the Lacy Iris V Stitch. Thank you. Happy Tuesday. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you have a great week. We have another tutorial coming up, and we also have a tutorial on block 1 of our block a month series. Sometimes we will be doing more than 1 block a month, but join me in that. If you haven't subscribed yet, please push that subscribe button. If you have, thank you for being here. I want to thank everyone for being here. And please also push that like button. It does get the algorithms out there, and it helps others to find this channel. So this is Maria from Crochet A to Z. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you. Bye-bye, and love you all.